Hi YouTubers, it's been also something important. So anyway, I'm sure you guys have seen the title of this video already, which basically is, do I have cancer? I found out today. So long story short, I'm gonna cut right to the shit. Long story short, I do not have cancer. Now, I know people have seen my video I did this past Friday called Do I Have Cancer? Or I might have cancer, that kind of shit, you know. And yeah, so I found it today, the results of my biopsy. I do not have skin cancer. Now, if you didn't see that video, what happened was I went for an annual check at my dermatologist at my local clinic, and they did a biopsy of a suspicious looking mole or suspicious looking like a skin mark. It might have been a birthmark, that kind of shit, you know, as in bullshit, you know. And they took a biopsy, and they said it would take 10 days to come back, and it came back today, which is only 5 days, which is pretty freaking cool, actually kind of fucking cool. And yeah, today the nurse called me, and long story short, I don't have cancer. The mole is benign. They did say it was atypical, which means, I'm not a fucking doctor, but it means it is unusual, it's irregular, but it's not cancerous. They said it was benign. The mole is benign, which is pretty freaking good, actually pretty fucking good. And yeah. So it was benign, it was atypical, which means, you know, unusual. They did say when they did the biopsy, the scrape biopsy, they had removed the entire thing. So the concern was they were going to have to send me to a plastic surgeon to remove the entire thing, but long story short, they were able to remove the entire thing when doing the biopsy. So when they scraped it off with a little razor blade or whatever they used to scrape it off, that kind of shit, you know, as in bullshit, you know, yeah, they were able to get the entire thing off. I wouldn't call it really a lesion, but you get the freaking point. So they got the entire thing off. It was benign, so I don't have cancer. And I'm not surprised personally, because they said it might be just like a little birthmark or it might be a mole, but they said it was irregular, that the dermatologist want to be careful, you know, careful ass like the big ass cigar, and be, you know, freaking careful, you know, fucking careful. So yeah. So I'm very happy ass like the big ass cigar that I don't have cancer, skin cancer, and it's not precancerous either. So there is no further treatment. They just said, you know, call back to schedule your, you know, annual dermatologist check next year in 2022, which I already did. So I already scheduled that with the receptionist, you know, the clerk, and they scheduled my next skin check. So I'm pretty freaking happy. So I mean, in the end, it's not like I was gonna die. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, if it's cancerous or if it's precancerous. Like I said in my video, do I have cancer? I think I might have cancer. Like I said in that video, it's not like, oh my god, if it was precancerous, that means, you know, 6 months of grueling radiation treatment, you know, grueling chemotherapy, you know, losing your hair, you know, throwing up every morning in the toilet, you know. It's nothing like that. So it's not like somebody with like breast cancer or lung cancer or pancreatic cancer. You know, when people hear the word, you know, cancer, they think of losing your hair to chemotherapy, you know, going through grueling radiation treatment, you know, grueling surgeries, all this horrible bullshit. So all this fucking bullshit. So it's nothing like that. So it wouldn't be like that. The worst case scenario, I would have gone to a plastic surgeon in the same clinic. It's a pretty big doctor's office near where I live, and a plastic surgeon would have removed the entire spot. They probably would have given me Novocaine to numb up the spot, and that would be the end of it. Excuse me. So that would be the end of it. It's all they would do, just cut out the spot and, you know, stitch it back up. So it's not like, you know, I know a lot of people don't do a lot of research. You know, some people aren't familiar with medicine. Some people aren't, you know, familiar with, you know, medical things. People think when they hear the word cancer, you know, any type of cancer, that means, you know, 6 months to a year of intense chemotherapy, intense radiation. It's nothing like that. No shit like that. So no shit like that. It would just mean going to a plastic surgeon, and honestly, the worst thing it probably would do to me would be I would have to take time off from work. So I would have to take time off from work to go to the plastic surgeon. They wouldn't even put me to sleep for that shit. I mean, for that shit, they wouldn't even put me to sleep. They would just, you know, numb up the spot with Novocaine. It's like getting a tooth pulled. It's probably actually less invasive than getting a tooth pulled. So no, if it turned out to be precancerous or cancerous, that doesn't mean I'm going to have to, you know, spend 6 months in the hospital and get a chemo a chemo drip every morning. So no. It's nothing like that. So it's not like, it's not even like, you get the point. So it's not even like it's not like, whatever. So I'm not going to go into more detail. You get the freaking point. So the fucking point. Anyway, enough talking about that kind of crap. So it's benign. It was atypical, but it's not cancerous. So I don't have cancer. I'm happy. I'm happy ass like the big ass cigar. Anyway, pretty fucking cool. Bye.